Hey guys, how's it going? Hope y'all are having a good one. Just out riding today, nothing crazy. It's like 80 degrees and sunny. Nothing crazy, just cruising, enjoying the weather, enjoying the views. I'd like to start off by saying thank you guys, because you guys have really been hopping on the channel here lately, and it is greatly appreciated. If not when this video gets posted, but when I'm actually filming it, we're right at the brink of breaking 400 subs. So again, I can't thank you guys enough. I couldn't do it without you. Hopefully by the time this video gets posted, we'll be over 400, because they've been coming in like crazy. And I just wanted to thank all you guys that have been here since the beginning. Thank all you guys that have been subbing over the last week or so. I'm sure the new bike has something to do with it, but either way, I'm greatly appreciative. So I just want to say thank you. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, I made it to this little road I want to ride. I probably made a video about a week ago on this with the MT-03. I think it might have been the last video I did on the MT-03. But I've been dying to take the 600 out here, so we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty twisty road. If you guys haven't been following my videos for very long, it's not super curvy, but it's good scenery. A good riding road, to say the least. It's a fun road to ride for sure. Just got to be careful, because there is occasionally gravel or debris in the road. So I'm not going to be going crazy. We're just cruising, guys. It's a nice day just to get out and ride. Unfortunately, I know it's not like that for everyone, but I live in Tennessee, so we got, I don't know, a couple days of this, and then a few days of rain, a few days of cold, a few days of nice. It just bounces back and forth. But today happens to be a nice day, so we're gonna ride, boys. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content. It's only gonna get better. If you don't know, I just got a PC that I've been editing on, so kind of slow and upcoming on the whole editing process, but we're getting there. I feel like the last video I did, the one I actually edited last anyway, it'll probably be about 3 or 4 videos back for you guys, was probably the peak of my editing so far, because I've actually learned how to use motion graphics and all that good stuff. So there is that. So the editing's getting better. I feel like the bike's getting better. Some people may be sour about it. I know I have a lot of following from the MT-03 fan base, but inevitably, I've said it since day one, this was like my dream bike. So, you know, I love the MT-03. It was my first bike, but inevitably this was my dream bike, and this was my end goal as far as what bike I wanted to have within a year. And I mean, it's been 10 months, so, or 11 months now probably, since I got the MT-03. So I mean, I did what I said I was gonna do, so I hope y'all aren't too mad. Hopefully you guys stick around, stay loyal to the channel. So probably I should talk about my goals with this bike. Is literally just beginner crash course. And I'm gonna have it for about a year, trade it in on the ZX-6R. I'm not a Kyle, but perhaps I have Kyle taste when it comes to motorcycles. But lime green is my color, always has been. And I don't know what it is about the ZX-6R, but I just love that bike. Because, I don't know, it was my dream, so dreams do come true. That's what we're here for. My shifting's still a little awkward on this bike because I'm just so used to the gearing on the MT-03. Obviously this is way different. I mean, you could probably pull the MT-03 in second gear on this bike all the way to top end, so it is what it is. I'm getting used to it. I'm still learning where I need to be at in each gear, speed-wise, and rev matching and all that. I still have quite a bit to learn, and that's why my traction control still turned all the way up, because it is a huge learning curve, but I'm determined, so we'll get it. It is a nice view out here though, guys, for real. I know a lot of my videos here lately have been very aggressive riding, but I mean, I'm just playing around. I got a new toy, I'm gonna play with it, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna be riding hard, aggressive, constantly, non-stop. I mean, this bike, I plan on it lasting me a while, so we're gonna take it easy and have chill rides. I'm probably gonna romp on it every now and again, keep it alive, but you know, we're not gonna be giving it everything it's got constantly. And I don't ride it all that hard. I get on it every now and again, but the last few videos I put out, obviously I was getting on it, but that was kind of the goal of the content I was putting out, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not going to show every little detail of my ride. I'm trying to get to where I'm editing and showing more entertaining parts of the ride anyway, versus you guys sitting here watching me ride for 40 minutes and it's kind of back and forth. If I'm going to do a hard ride video, I'm going to ride hard and I'm going to edit out the short stuff. Short stuff, I'm not going to, you know, be bouncing back and forth. I'll probably do a couple pulls on my cruising videos, but it is what it is. You guys know. You already know. Like I said, I still got to get used to my downshifts and rev matches and all that good stuff. Throttle control. Throttle control is a big thing. But, you know, I'll get used to it. I'm just used to having the MT-03 and being extremely forgiving versus this bike where it's not very forgiving. I mean, I can be going 45 miles an hour in second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth and open the throttle up, and it's not going to be as forgiving as a 300 would, so I just have to keep that in mind. And I didn't even really realize how hard I was being on the controls until I was actually editing a video. One of the first ones I did on the 600, and I noticed how much my traction control light was constantly flashing between like first, second, and third gear on pulls. I mean, my traction control is actually absolutely screaming for mercy, and I didn't realize that it was that aggressive. But when I was watching the video, editing it, I realized that how hard I was being on it, and I'll probably take it a little more easy till I get more used to this throttle versus the throttle I had on the 300, because it is a completely different animal. There's no doubt about that. But it's just something to keep in mind if you guys are planning on upgrading or stepping up bikes or whatever. I mean, you kind of have to relearn the bike, what it likes and what it doesn't like, and what you're comfortable with. Don't push yourselves past your boundaries, as I obviously did, and I've mentioned that in a couple of comments. I'm trying to step back a little bit from it, because I mean, there's no sense in going from a MT-03 to a ZX-6R and driving them both the same. I mean, you can literally run the MT-03 all the way out, first through sixth, and it's not really anything that's really going to get yourself hurt unless you're just dumb with it. Whereas this, I mean, it's very easy to get away from yourself. As you see, I can go from, you know, 35, 40 miles an hour to 80 like nothing. It is a lot less forgiving. I also turned my quick shift off because it's too fun. Let's be honest. I got too used to it, just banging gears, and we're not trying to do all that. Like I said, I need this bike to last me. I'm not trying to blow it up or anything like that. It is fun, and I'll probably go back and forth on the quick shift, but right now I'm just going to leave it off for now until I'm really 100% comfortable with the bike, handling the bike, shifting the bike, maneuverability, and all that good stuff. I gotta really be careful in this stretch because there is, I executed that turn very poorly. There's a lot of really sharp curves on this road. And of course the sun's in Mars, so what do you know? Oh, that was a hard shift. Like I said, it's beautiful scenery through here, but there are some pretty dangerous curves in this particular section anyway. Like this one in particular. So much crap on the road and grooves in the pavement, it's just a little sketchy, but nothing we can't handle. And one of these curves, I don't remember if it's this one. Yeah, it definitely is this one, because you can see the crosses right there from where people have missed that curve, and there's no guardrail. So you really got to be careful going through that section, specifically due to, you know, there's no safety boundary on this road right here, so that's why I like riding over here. That way if anything does happen, I have room to migrate to my right without running off of the road. I like to always have at least one escape path, but if I can have two, that's even better. You don't want to limit yourself as where you can go whenever things do go bad. You can have multiple options. If you have one option of an escape route, and like say there, my escape path would be to my left if I was riding on the white lawn, and something happened to my left, the only way I can go is right. Under poor circumstances, of course, but you never know what's going to be around that next turn, guys. So that's why I'm always preaching about, you know, ride your rod and make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad situation. That's all I'm going to say on that. I try not to get into all that, guys, because y'all just want to watch the ride. I understand that, but if I can say something to somebody and it saves their life because they are listening to some of the constructive criticism I might just ramble on about, then I feel like I did my job as a YouTuber. And some of you guys might not even consider me a legit YouTuber, but I try to take it very serious. So if I can help somebody out, I'm all for it. And learn from my mistakes, because I'll be the first to tell you I make mistakes. Obviously, I mean, a lot of my followers are here because they seen my my wreck video. I mean, that one got a lot of views, so I'm not gonna say I don't make mistakes, because it happens. I make at least one or two mistakes every ride, so all we can do is learn and grow from it. This bike's so fun just to throw around curves. And don't get me wrong, my MT-03 was too, but I don't know, it just feels like it's just different. I don't even know how to explain it. Fantastic, we got a car, guys. There isn't much more to see, guys. That's pretty much all the twisties, and that's the main thing I wanted to get in this video, so I'll go ahead and wrap the video up. If you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe, because it greatly helps me out. I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers by my 1 year mark, which is only a month away at this point. So hook me up, like the video, comment it, share it, subscribe, show some love, and help this channel grow, because we're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I just want to say thank you guys again. Y'all have been awesome. Look forward to this summer being able to actually upload videos constantly every day like I was last year, and to continue to grow. That's all I want. Grow the channel and continue to succeed, and continue to push the channel forward, giving the best content that I possibly can for you guys. So yeah, just help me out by hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you guys so much, and until next time, peace. See what this guy needs. How's it going?
Oh, dude, I want to buy one. I'm cool. I just thought I liked the bike.
Oh. Yeah, I just got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Today?
Like a week ago.
How you like it?
It's awesome.
I had an R1 before I had this.
Yeah.
And when I wrecked it, insurance covered nothing by this, and I thought I would like it.
Yeah. Not a fan?
It's fine. Not bad.
Right.
I'm used to going and this, but it goes 120 and then starts shaking.
Oh, fantastic.
Because of the big fairing.
Yeah.